Welcome back to PinTech. I just finished doing a semi-restoration on this Pachinko machine, and this video is for the client to show him the basics and to show him that the machine's functioning 100% after the work that was done. The reason it was a basic restoration in that the entire machine was restored except for the playfield art is original. That's the background art that you see there. Aside of that, the entire machine has been gone over, completely restored. So with that said, for those who don't know, Pachinko is a gambling machine in Japan. This one's from the 70s, and you play the machine with balls, and it pays out in balls. And how you win balls, or how you play the game, is you fire balls into the playfield, and through gravity the balls fall through the pins randomly and land in pockets, or at least that's the idea. You try to get the balls into a pocket. Every time you get a ball into a pocket, you get a payout. On this particular machine, there's 4 mechanical pockets called tulips. That's these orange looking pockets right here, and it has these large expanded wings that makes it a really large pocket. So a ball entering is easy. It's easy for a ball to enter this pocket in this state. Once a ball enters the pocket with the tulips open, the tulips close, and that makes it a smaller pocket. For the following ball is harder to get in. So they alternately open and close as the balls enter them. These 2 pockets are stationary pockets, and they stay the same state that they're in, whether the ball, anytime a ball enters. Each one all pays out. The center attraction here diverts balls to the tulips as well as pays out jackpots. The ball entering straight through the My Life attraction will open up the bottom tulip wings and give you a payout of balls. So that'll make this pocket easier to collect more balls for a better jackpot. A ball entering this side of the center attraction will open up this tulip and the upper tulip in the center. So that's a nice feature. It gives you 2 tulips that you have a better chance of getting a jackpot. A ball entering on the left side here will open up the left side tulip and the upper centered tulip. Now, to play the game, you pour your balls into the ball feeder tray here, and these balls feed into the shooter area. And you shoot the balls into the playfield by depressing this lever down to this finger stop, this finger rest right here. The harder you pull back on the lever before you release it, is the harder the ball will fire into the playfield, and that's the only control you have over the game. Basically, that's the only control. So if you shoot the ball really hard, they should wind up toward the right side of the playfield. If you shoot them medium hard, they should shoot somewhere toward the center of the playfield. If you shoot softly, by pulling back just slightly on the lever before releasing, they should wind up toward the left side of the playfield. And that's the control you have. Right now you see the feeder tray is filled with balls. If you keep getting too many jackpots, and the balls start jamming up in here and start overflowing, what you do is you press this lever, and this sends balls down into the overflow tray. And this is an overflow tray to prevent this from piling up and balls falling all over the place and jamming up in the machine. So just press this back. Now you have balls in the overflow tray that you can play with. You can still play with. In order for the machine to operate, it operates on balls. And the balls that it operates on are filled into a hopper in the back of the machine. And let me turn the machine around. I'll go over that real quick. So here's the back of the machine, and here's your hopper. This hopper has to be filled with balls for everything to work on the machine. If the hopper is empty, things lock up on the machine and you can't continue to play. Over here you have a light, and this is a low hopper light. And obviously this comes on when your hopper goes low. This light will come on. And that's what this light is for. Over here you have the jackpot lights, and they illuminate anytime you get a jackpot. When you want to start a game, there's a few things you need to know. The first, of course, is your hopper tray must be filled with balls. Then you have a lever over here that has to be in the orientation that you see it in right now. If it's not in this orientation, when you load up the hopper, the balls will fall through the chute and out of the machine. So you want to make sure this lever is in this position right here. Also on the left side of the machine down here, that white plastic piece. It's called a seesaw, and obviously it moves like a seesaw, and it has to be up on the right side of the machine in order for it to function properly. So if you are not getting jackpots and it's not paying out, that's because this seesaw is in the wrong orientation. It has to be up on the right side. In order to do that, there's a little pin down below, and you push up on it and the seesaw will be up. Right now you can reach in there, and this is the wrong position. You don't want it to be in that position with the seesaw down on the right. It has to be up. So either you can just reach in and lift it up, or there's a pin down below, which is the safest way of not bending anything, and just push up on the pin down below. I'm going to turn it back around. Make sure the machine's centered. Okay. So one thing with the hopper, when you're playing balls, if that hopper goes low, then you'll see a flag in the shooter area right here that says wait. If that happens during gameplay, there's a little gate here that locks these balls out and keeps them from going into the shooter area. So you won't be able to play any more balls until the hopper is filled. However, if that wait flag is up and you had balls still in the shooter area right here, you'll be able to fire out these balls until the chamber empties. But once that happens, it won't get reloaded from the balls from your feeder tray until you fill the hopper back up. So again, if the hopper goes low, or when it goes low, a light will come on. You'll see a flag that says wait. It's telling you to wait, not to fire anymore until you fill the hopper. But you still can fire the balls that were left in here when that flag dropped down. The idea of that is in Pachinko parlors, if the hopper goes low and you win jackpots, you won't get paid out, and they don't want that to happen. They don't want you to be unhappy. So you fill the hopper back up, the flag will raise up, and the balls will be fed back into the shooter area right here. Once that happens, you're going to have to load up the firing pin again by depressing the lever. If you don't do that, on the very first time you flip after the balls reload back into here, into this area, nothing's going to happen. So you depress it once, and that loads the ball into the chamber to fire up, and then you'll be able to shoot from then on. So right now I have it set up with, there's very few balls in the hopper, so we'll get a few jackpots and you'll see all that working. So let's start now. Play a few games. There we got a jackpot. The light came on, you got a payout. You have another jackpot. See, the hopper light came on. It means it's low hopper. The wait flag came into the firing chamber. And now these balls should not feed into here anymore, but there are a few balls remaining. We'll fire those out. Okay, now it's totally empty. See, you can't play the game anymore until you reload the hopper. So let's reload the hopper with some balls. You notice the light went out. And now the first time you shoot, nothing should happen. And now it's loaded up. We loaded the first ball and it should fire. And that's how that works. Let's try to get a center attraction. It's a lot harder to get a jackpot when the tulips close up. No, I'm not doing so good anymore, are we? Be a longer video than I planned. Oh, the last one went in. See, it opened the 2 tulips. What a payout. Good timing. I think we were down to the last 2 balls. But anyway, that's Pachinko. You see that's all working. And let me go over one last time the orientation of this lever, and I'll pop it so you see what happens. All the balls should drain out of the machine, and the idea for that is for parlor workers to clear out the machine of balls if they need to get in there to work on it. So this is the orientation you don't want it in when you start the game. See, that dumps the balls out of the machine. Here I'll slide the lever back. Now it's locked again. But before I do that, let me show you what you want when you get it home. If it's in this position, before you pour all of your balls into the hopper, just put 1 or 2 first to test to see if it's in the right positions, and see they're just dumping right out of the machine. So that's what you want to do. Just put 2 or 3 first to make sure they drain out, that they don't drain out. You don't want to pour everything in there and then they all drain out of the machine. So now it's locked. Put in 1 or 2 balls first as a test. Okay, they're staying in the machine. They're going into the jackpot mechanism, and you're good to go. That's what you want to do, is make sure that lever is in the right position and your seesaw is up on the right side before you start a game. Also, one last thing is the machine runs off a 9-volt battery. I did not include a switch on it because it's not really necessary. Just rotate the connector, and that's used as a switch. Rotate the connector off the terminal on the battery. That's all you have to do. But if you keep the hopper full and the light goes out, you never have to touch this. As long as the hopper's full and the lights are out, the 9-volt battery isn't being drained. It's as if it's off, as if there's an off switch. So as long as your hopper is full, you don't have to worry about the battery being disconnected. But if you're afraid you're going to leave a light on for some reason, then just slide the connector over to the side. So that's basically it. As you can see, every single part of the machine has been redone. All the repairs and the plastics that were broken and cracked have been redone. You have LEDs now. Half the wire harness is new. Some of the wires were original because you don't want to destroy the leaf switches. But otherwise, that's Pachinko, and that's My Life Pachinko. It's got a really great looking feature in the center. And let me bring a close-up on it. I think that's pretty cool. He's like a little gardener there, and he's watering the flowers. And that's his life. But anyway, that's the Nisiijin My Life Pachinko after restoration. Hope you liked the video. If you have a Pachinko machine or a pinball machine that needs restoration or repairs, just contact me at PinTech on Facebook. If you like the video, please give a comment or give a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel. Comments are really appreciated also. So, well, that's about it. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.